Hey everyone, welcome back. Using demo and tools to learn CISSP. My name is Chen Zhang, Microsoft Azure MVP, AWS Certificated Solution Professional. Uh, have already in the domain for communication and network security. And from last video, I have already shown you the step-by-step guide of the NAC AO2.1x, which is very fundamental and basic IEEE standard. And today I will show you some attacks. The first one is MAC address table flooding attack. It's very old attack, but it's also very basic. And I have already told you that the basic level 2 attack or the all contents from domain 4, we can take a look the Cisco CCNA security course, which have very complete coverage of all the level 2 attack, more contents than CISSP book. Just like this video and this the Cisco classification of the attack and the defense from the level 2. And this only focus on level 2, switch level. Will not be related as the level 3 router or even higher level protocol. Just I have already shown you the SSL, HTTPS, there, or these kinds of protocol at the high level. Okay. Level 2, if someone, just imagine this is a job interview. If someone let you or ask you to describe something important in the level 2, you should answer maybe Ethernet. Ethernet is the most important thing in the level 2. And MAC address, MAC table, VLAN, right? STP, VTP, both all of these technology terms are the level 2, and the MAC address, also aka as CAM table, and I will show you the using macof to attack and to fulfill the MAC table just as the floating. Okay. Okay, let's switch to our demo environment. And here I want to stress that our environment based on the Gen 3, and this Gen 3 not like the other, if you take a look the other Gen 3 instructions, the video on the YouTube, you will find that most of them stored Gen 3 are in the VMware, and that's the recommendation from the Gen 3 official. But I have the Azure environment myself as MVP. I got credit, so I prefer use Azure as my virtualization host. But to be frankly, the compatibility of the Gen 3 and the Azure and the Hyper-V is not so good. You can deploy the Gen 3 in the Azure or in the Hyper-V, but you have hardly to input the VM. If you want to input the CARD, you can only use the Docker. You cannot use the VirtualBox or VMware, because both VirtualBox or VMware cannot install in the Azure directly. So here I have already input some Docker, and this Docker running inside this Gen 3 virtual machine. It's a long story. If I have time, maybe I can show you this some demo, the experience later. Okay, and let's back to our Gen 3. We have one client PC, one CARD, and one switch. I will use the tools from the CARD to make the simulation attack to our switch. First, let's take a look at the network. Okay, Now, from our client and our CARD have already connect to our switch. Okay, and from our switch, just use the commander. Because it's this switch is where is the switch? This switch is using the this switch is not the switch room. It's using router to simulate it. So maybe some commander is not the same. Just like the first, I will show you the MAC table. Show MAC address table. Okay, we can see here, this is our VLAN 1, the virtual switch port, MAC address, and here this, both two are one from our client and one from our CARD. Okay, so this is the normal one, and I will use the CARD to make the attack, macof-I, and select our network card interface and use this. Okay, let's take a look again. Okay, it's more, and let's add our add this dash the parameter. We can put more, just 1000. Okay, very quickly, and let's take a look at our MAC address again. I think it's larger, larger. So this very easy, we can see. But just like the flooding, someone flooding the MAC table and which can have the very negative effect to our MAC table, which let your MAC table, your switch speed to be slow. And how to mitigate this? It's very simple. Use the port security. But from this room, the switch, I cannot show you how to use the port security. Typically, port security, if we want to go to the port, use the port switch port and the port security if it's a switch. But from this very special switch, it doesn't support the commander, so you can take some research how to set the port security. Okay, this demo is very simple. I hope you can learn something or enjoy this demo. Okay, I will see you later.